is easily one of my favorite Cars characters to collect variants of. I think most people that collect Cars will probably tell you Ramone is one of their favorites, with all of his fun, different designs coming from all the different movies and shorts and shows and other locations. And over the years, I've actually collected nearly every single Ramone variant. I'm pretty sure I now have every Ramone paint job from the movies, and the only ones I'm missing are Stanley Days Ramone, the On the Road Ramone that literally just came out, the 2 variants of him from the Storyteller series, and then for the longest time I was missing this one as well. So now I'm just one step closer to having every single Ramone, and I think when I do, I'm going to have an existential crisis and not know what to do with myself for several months. Maybe then I'll just move over to collecting all the hydraulic variants or lenticular variants. Or are there any metallic variants I'm missing? I don't know. But what I'm saying is I'm very glad to add another Ramone to my collection. Anyway, guys, welcome back to another review and to the final 2024 Cars Easter diecast review. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Easter Ramone, who, of course, first released back in 2017, but is now back for this year, his first time being made in Thailand. Look, I was so happy to have the Easter cars back this year, and I hope this becomes a yearly tradition, like the Christmas cars have, but they really need to work on better distribution for these guys. The case for these came out in November, which is just beyond stupid. Why were they launched in November? They were launched at like the same time as the Christmas cars. And so they all ended up at like TJ Maxx, which for those of you who don't know, just buys stock that other stores like don't want or have left over. So my only assumption is that a bunch of Targets were offered these cases of Easter cars in November and didn't want them, and so they were given to TJ Maxx, because why would you want Easter stock just sitting around in your warehouse, in your storage room, that you can't put out because it's November? That's the only way I could rationalize the terrible release schedule of these, and hopefully they learn from that next year. Mattel has always had a problem with releasing Easter cars too early. In 2017, when we got them, they came out in January. Now for 2024, you could get the full cases off of Entertainment Earth from like last November. So there's my mini rant for today. Unfortunate that was the case, but here you could see the full series of these guys on the back. I reviewed these 3 this year and these 2 back in 2021. Really like this Ramone, and the nice thing about him is he's not really Easter specific. Like when like the Christmas Ramones, I can never use those in like a scenario outside of Christmas, you know? The red and green Christmas Cruiser Ramone, the one with all the ribbons, that's way too situationally specific to Christmas. I guess the more recent one from 2021, I think it was 2021, I guess that one you could use in more scenarios, because that's more just generally winter themed. But this Easter Ramone, you could definitely use in other scenarios. I could definitely see myself just making this one of the regular old Ramones that I use in Cars Adventures. And I absolutely love this color scheme. I guess you could complain that, oh, we've seen yellow Ramones before, but this is completely different than the original yellow Ramone, and has this really beautiful pink design all over him. For Ties Cars 4, I did a yellow and pink Ramone design, which I really liked. I didn't know at the time that Easter Ramone had already done that color scheme, but I think that's a really underrated color scheme that works really, really well. I can't name any other Cars characters that are yellow and pink. Watch everyone in the comments be like, Ty, how could you forget Sniffy Nipple Tire? He's my favorite character, and he's yellow and pink. It's like, I'm sorry, I forgot about him. I don't know that guy. Okay, anyway. Really like the fact that you could tell this is a post-Cars 2 era Ramone. Uses the kind of modern style of Ramone expressions that honestly really do look quite a bit like him. Got all that nice pink detailing. The side of him is very similar to a lot of other Ramones, but we do have some really cool designs with the white and the pink. I love the little white accents on this Ramone. Again, just really, really nice color scheme. Honestly, this may be my favorite Easter car, but I think I'm cheating if I say the Ramone is my favorite. Of course the Ramone is going to be my favorite. It's hard for the Ramone of a series to not be your favorite. They always go above and beyond with him. Low and slow license plate as per usual. He, of course, has that little Radiator Springs sign inserted into his back window. One of these days, I'm going to buy a Ramone and break the back window open just so that I could see that clearly. Mark my words, one day I'll do it. I've been saying that for years. I haven't done it yet, but one day I will. There's a look at the other side. And finally, there is a look at the base. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a very happy Easter, or have had a happy Easter if you celebrate it. We'll see you guys next time. Bye now.